I'm Paul Perkins with the check of your ag weather. After seasonal highs in the 50s in Nebraska today, the 60s over Kansas. We do see chances of rain and snow increase from west to east tonight through tomorrow. Precipitation chances favoring northern and western Nebraska, where blizzard conditions are likely. Most areas expected to see some rain tomorrow before a rain-snow mix for tomorrow night. Some locations, though, may end up in the dry slot. Wind gusts of 55 increase the fire weather concerns in warmer and drier areas along and south of I-80 in central and eastern Nebraska, along with central and southern Kansas for tomorrow. Temperatures tomorrow vary from the 20s in the Panhandle to the 70s in Kansas. Wednesday, our coolest day of the next 7, with sunshine returning and highs in the 30s to the 40s. Westerly downslope winds warm the highs into the 60s to the low 70s for Good Friday on into Easter. The long-term forecast is looking better to get some field work started. Temperatures are likely to be mostly warmer than normal this weekend through April 16th in Nebraska and Kansas and the western two-thirds of the West. Rain chances, though, not looking good. Below normal precipitation is expected for Nebraska, Kansas, and much of the central and western U.S. this weekend through April 16th, especially 6 to 10 days from now in Nebraska and Kansas. Soil temperatures 4 inches down at 7 this morning, in the 30s for northern and western Nebraska. Most locations with soil temperatures in the 40s, low and mid-50s for soil temperatures found in central and eastern Kansas. Key weather factors impacting the markets include a large storm moving through the U.S., a pattern change for next week, and diminishing rains in central Brazil. Tomorrow, low pressure reaches the Central Plains, peaking in intensity for Wednesday while tracking across the upper Great Lakes. Blizzard conditions expected in large sections of the Dakotas and nearby areas. Snowfall could reach 1 to 2 feet in the hardest hit areas, with winds gusting as high as 60. That's after heavy snow fell in South Dakota on Friday, but mostly melted over the weekend. A severe weather outbreak peaks late tomorrow, with high winds, large hail, and isolated tornadoes striking nearly the same areas of the Mid-South and Midwest and endured damaging thunderstorms this last Friday. Post-storm temperatures fall below 10 across portions of the northern plains. Across the central and southern plains, drought areas were missed by storms late last week and will be missed by tomorrow's storm, as strong winds are the concern for both wildfires and blowing dust. Wheat in the southern plains continues to have a rough go. Next week, a ridge of high pressure expands across the central U.S., causing a drastic change and leading to much warmer and drier weather. For the northern plains, heavy snowpack is a major concern for flooding, especially with a quick rise in temperatures for the middle of the month. Central Brazil rains continue to be mostly isolated through this month, leaving some concern for low soil moisture for developing second crop corn. Rains in South Brazil may be able to keep soil moisture in good position the rest of the month. Towards Argentina, corn and soybean conditions are poor since recent rains have been too late to have a positive impact. The rains did stabilize the Argentina crop conditions. More rain is forecast for Argentina early this week, but will be followed by drier weather the rest of the week. Next week, cooler air brings more rain to Argentina, but also the chance of frost. With the check of your ag weather, I'm Paul Perkins.